Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Yahleali. In this incarnation, we are here in one more day of this planetary ascension. I am going to channel a message. Remember, as always, to only take what resonates and to leave the rest because it is a general channeling. I am going to focus in something that needs to be brought to the consciousness because we are going through a full moon at the moment I am doing this video. And it is a moment of being aware of illumination of aspects of ourselves and our lives. So let's see what I am receiving in here. Okay, you're in front of a decision, and I am feeling this in a very strong way, that there is an emotional need that you really want to fulfill. It is something that you desire to fulfill right now, and although you have the tendency to go into a certain path, you are putting your focus in the other direction. This is something paradoxical, but our lives are full of paradoxes. So let's see what happens in here, because in the direction that you have the tendency to move physically, there is this energy of wanting this fulfillment, but I think this fulfillment is depending on something external. I am feeling very strongly that this has to do with relationships for some of you, but you can adjust this to other experience, because many times our emotional needs or our not met emotional needs, we could think that by, for example, if we are feeling loneliness, I'm going to put this example to be clearer about this. If we are feeling loneliness, many times we feel that by staying with someone else, then we are going not to feel that loneliness. Or if we are not feeling appreciated, we're going to think that by manifesting certain thing on the outside or acquiring certain level of resources, we are going to be appreciated and valued. And although it is very valid to want to create these kind of experiences, it is very important to attend which is the impulse, the intention, and the purpose of this. Because if we are doing something to avoid going deeper in ourselves and dealing with the pain, perhaps we are feeling loneliness because we got processes and patterns and things that belong to that inner child, and that our inner child experimented, that we as children experimented. And if we are taking choices from this place, we are going to probably attract people or circumstances that end up reflecting that thing that we were running away. So if we are choosing, for example, a partner only from this space of loneliness, without perhaps learning how to create this inner plenitude by connecting with things that are making us feel this fulfillment, or this enjoy, this playfulness, enjoyment in the experience, it is very probable that we are going to connect with people. I mean, if we are doing that to cover up the void, we're going to connect with people that ends up reflecting that thing that precisely we didn't want to see. And I think that you have the tendency to choose this path because you really expect that things can be the way that you want right now. But I think that you are realizing that this is not happening. For some of you, this is something that you have been sustaining until this point, and that's why you are reconsidering the direction. But although this inner conflict is making you look into the other direction, you physically, your patterns, your nervous system, in order to feel this illusionary security, wants to move on in the same direction that you were investing your energy in. So what I am seeing also, it is that the other direction, the one that you are feeling called right now to take, you are perceiving that with so much negativity. You are feeling so much rejection, although a part of yourself is calling you in that direction. You're feeling rejection because, of course, that direction perhaps it is going to invite you to face your fears, your pain, your patterns in a very deep way. But it is that way by facing those things, and I'm not talking about feeding those things, but to face those things and understand and trust that that process is going to enable this core plenitude that actually allows us to create external experiences that reflect that core plenitude. With core plenitude, I'm not talking about being happy all the time. That is also an illusion. This is not about emotions. This is about inner peace and learning to stay in peace with ourselves in many, many situations. This is about the present moment every time. So, the patterns, your nervous system right now could be very dysregulated. This is what I am feeling. I am feeling a lot of inner conflict and the discomfort of doing these things that you are doing right now, because if this is about a relationship, I don't think this relationship is working. If this is about other space or thing, it is something that is bringing discomfort and it isn't working as you would like to, but you still hold on to the hope. You are clinging into the hope that things can change ahead, like magically. And that is a way of self-deceit. And I think that you are connecting with this thing. I think that you are understanding that this situation or this person don't have resonance anymore with your authenticity and the version that you are becoming. And that is why this situation is hard, because there is a part of yourself that really wants that situation to work out, and there is a part of yourself that knows that choosing a different thing and dealing with uncertainty through that process, it is the way. So the thing is that it is very important to also let go of an idealization, not only of the people, but also of reality. With idealization, I am not putting down dreams, for example. I'm not putting down the most elevated desires of the soul, but during that process, during the process of co-creating them, we many times realize how many of those things that we believed that were desires were actually things that we have acquired and that we thought we desire. So what I am seeing it is that you could have certain expectations, and when we are expecting for everything to be perfect, and we are expecting so much, and when we are very attached to expectations, that leads to disillusionment. So I think that part of the maturity that this process is inviting you to do, it is also important to let go of the wanting perfection in all levels, which doesn't mean that you won't be able to co-create a reality that can really reflect the inner plenitude that you are able also to cultivate. So the thing is that the direction that you are feeling called, it is the one of growth, of truly growth. But during that process, you will also have to deal with with these levels of expectations, and to start to connect more with the present moment and to appreciate present moment as it is. This is one of the lessons of this experience. And also to not ignore your needs, to not ignore yourself, to not reinforce the wound perhaps of abandonment, rejection, or not feeling appreciated by staying in a space in which people cannot, or this relationship cannot recognize or appreciate or validate who you are. At the same time that it is important to let go of the idealizations, it is also important to cultivate a real recognition and a real appreciation of who you are by you giving that energy to yourself. So this is what I am seeing in this channeling today. Something very beautiful can be can enter in your life if you finally choose to choose yourself. This is the thing in this channeling. So and I think that this is something that you are not perceiving right now because of the fears and the uncertainty. But once you can give the step, I think that things will move in a very different way. So I'm going to close this message today. Thank you everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.